as fears grow over the tensions escalating in the Middle East, especially between Israel and Iran. What is the United States going to do? Well, this next story will be of interest to you. The United States will send a terminal high altitude area defense or THAAD battery to Israel along with 100 troops needed to operate it. This has been announced by the Pentagon even as Iran warned Washington to keep American military forces out of Israel. The move comes in response to a recent barrage of Iranian missile strikes on Israel, retaliating for the assassinations of key Iranian and Hezbollah leaders. Major General Pat Ryder, Pentagon spokesperson, said in a statement that Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin authorized the deployment of the THAAD battery at the direction of President Joe Biden. He said the system will help bolster Israel's air defenses following Iran's ballistic missile attacks on Israel in April and then in October. The delivery of the sophisticated missile defense system risks further inflaming the conflict in the Middle East despite widespread diplomatic efforts to avoid an all-out war. The Iranian warning came in a post on social media by Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, who noted the earlier reports that the US was considering the deployment. The advanced anti-missile system that the US is sending to Israel will augment its air defenses by targeting the type of missiles that Iran typically uses. The Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System, or THAAD, can strike down ballistic missiles from short to intermediate range. It is expected to add a layer to the Israeli air and missile defenses and to augment the Iron Dome, David Sling and the Arrow systems. THAAD is the only US missile defense system that can engage and destroy short, medium and intermediate range ballistic missiles both inside or outside the atmosphere during their terminal phase of flight or dive on their target. The THAAD defense system is one of the US military's most powerful anti-missile weapons, capable of intercepting ballistic missiles at a range of 150 to 200 kilometers and with a near perfect success rate in testing. THAAD interceptors are kinetic, meaning they take out incoming targets by colliding with them rather than exploding near the incoming warhead. According to a report by the Congressional Research Service, the US military has 7 THAAD batteries, each consisting of 6 truck-mounted launchers with 8 interceptors each, a powerful radar system and a fire control and communications component. Through a broad command and control and battle management system, THAAD batteries can communicate with a range of US missile defenses, including Aegis systems commonly found aboard US Navy ships and Patriot missile defense systems that are designed to intercept shorter range targets. Those other missile defense systems are more in number than THAAD, an illustration of the importance the Biden administration is placing on this deployment to Israel. THAAD can be quickly deployed by US Air Force cargo aircraft like the C-17 and C-5, but the Pentagon has not given a timetable for when it will be active in Israel. What makes THAAD so accurate is the radar system that supplies its targeting information, the Army, Navy Transportable Radar Surveillance Radar. The radar system can detect missiles in 2 ways. In its forward-based mode, it is configured to acquire and track targets at ranges of up to 3,000 kilometers, and in its terminal mode, it is aimed upwards to acquire targets during their descent. Remember, Iran is about 1,700 kilometers from Israel. Production models of the THAAD system have never failed to intercept incoming targets in testing, according to the Missile Threat Project at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. But clearly, as we said, Iran is not amused. That's all the time we have on this edition of Global Lens. Thanks so much for watching. Do join us again at the same time tomorrow. Good night.